Okay. I just want to make sure that everything is working properly and that I am live. So please, let me know in the comments if you can't hear me. Let me know if there are issues. Let me know if you can't see something properly. Let me know if there are any problems that you are experiencing with this, because we are in a very important game right now. A game that Bafana Bafana needs to win in order to continue on. But anyway, guys, welcome everybody. My name is Mokwena. I'm your host, and this, of course, is the Overthinking Football Show. It is a watch along, of course, because you know, if Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi, Sundowns, Bafana Bafana are in action, we will be here doing a watch along. Remember, it's an interactive show. You can jump in and tell me what you are thinking about whatever you're seeing in the game. And how that works is that in the second half, if we reach 25,000 likes, I'll leave it open. And then, of course, if you want to jump in, bottom of the screen, there's a multi-guest button. You click on it, you request, I let you in. We have a conversation. At halftime, I'm going to let 5 people in regardless, where we're going to break down what's going to happen in this very important game. Guys, how are you guys feeling, man? How are you guys feeling? Because
I'm scared, but I'll tie the liver.
Ooh, I'm scared, but I'll tie the liver, because this Zimbabwe team knows us back and forth. Abanye bayadlala lana bo Arubi, abanye bayadlala lana bo Musona, man. Hey, there's a lot happening. That is one of the things that you have to look out for, because baritsiba sintle, man.
Mina, I'm not an ordinary Zimbabwean. I'm what you call a professional Zimbabwean. Not an entry-level Zimbabwean. No, I'm the Zimbabwean who speak more than 5 South African languages.
There is more than 5 South African languages, but also more than 5 South African teams that have been represented in some way. Mara, it's fine, guys. If you want to know how I'm feeling, guys, you know, Tina singena si shake kancane, man. Why is Bruce scared of a proper 8? Asazi, guys, getting into the starting lineups, obviously, you've got Zimbabwe facing South Africa. Zimbabwe ranked 129th in the world and 35th in Africa, whereas South Africa are 61st in the world, and then, of course, 11th in Africa. In the last 5 games, South Africa has 3 wins, 1 loss, and a draw. Of course, the last game being the loss versus Egypt 1-0. Then Zimbabwe on the other side have 3 losses, 1 win, and a draw in their last 5 games, including the little friendlies they played before this tournament started. Last game out being a 1-1 draw versus Angola. In the last 5 games that these two teams have played against each other, they've been official as County Abu Kosafa. You've got 2 draws. You've got 1 Zim win, and you've got 2 South Africa wins going back to the 10th of September 2013. In terms of starting lineups, Williams is in goal. For Bafana Bafana, you have Mboga Zingeza, Nabudau, Mudiba, Mokwena, Stole, Apolis, Bule makes a return to this team. Then you have Moremi and Foster, and then the Zimbabwean coach just changed everything at him. We're gonna change stuff. Arubi in goal. Karanga makes it back into the team. Takwara, Galloway comes in. Galloway is somebody that the Zimbabwean fans have told me is someone you should be looking out for, because it's a big deal. He's a big deal. You've got Divine Lunga, you have Msendami, Makamba, Antonio, Fabish, Maswanisha, a striker that is doing very well in Scotland. Scotland FC, sorry. He plays for Scotland FC, Team Yabo Knowledge Musona. And then, of course, Prince Dube, the man who scored versus Egypt. Hey! Yeah, no, guys. First shot taken in anger there by Usipombule. 1 minute in. How are you guys feeling about this game? Are you guys feeling how it's going to end? How do you guys approach this? Don't worry, guys. The Zim people, Zim fans watching, naning in pete, ngwalodila masound, so please.
Wakufarisa manje. Wakufarisa.
Relaxan. Wakufarisa manje. Wakufarisa. Okay, starting lineup wise. I think we've gone back to a starting lineup we know. This is going to be an interesting game, because what Zim normally do, they have a back 3, back 5 type of concept. You'll see Lunga playing more of a wing back, than playing a proper right back. So what's going to happen is that there's always a 3 at the back, and then they basically have everybody ready for the attack. So it's a team that loves to overwhelm teams when they do win the ball and counter as they did there. So we're going to have to look out for the numbers. Abu Prince Dube are put onto the pitch and they say they're midfielders, but they're actually guys who are joining in the attack. But the nice thing about that, as you see over there, the nice thing about that is because there's that big gap between the two, there's a lot of space for Apolis to work. There's a lot of space for Moremi to work. There's going to be a lot of space for Mbule to work. There's going to be a lot of space for Foster to work. So if we both go at it, it's going to be an end-to-end game that's going to go back and forth, and we're going to see basically who's going to be able to score on the counter before the other. What I can tell you is that the Zim defense struggles with movement just in front of them. And I'm looking to Mfukeng to come on a bit later to start playing the ball just in front of that defense, because they're not good at tracking their runners, which means that if Foster can be disciplined enough to hold the center back, that could open spaces specifically for an Apolis who likes to come inside. When Egypt played Zimbabwe, they went very wide. They went very wide with that ball. And they basically said the left back is going to have to look at Mo Salah, and then the center backs are going to have to look at the two that are coming inside. Ashaw was one of the players who was playing inside. So yeah, if we do go pound for pound, it's going to be back and forth. Look out for the runners that are coming in late. Look out for the overwhelming of the defense. Look out for all of those things that Zim is going to come with. Omaswanyisa, somebody who's doing very well in the Zim League, and they're going to be looking to that. In the second half, if things get a little bit tight, you're probably going to see Knowledge coming on with the striker Bond, which is a completely different type of counter where they don't throw everybody forward. It will probably be Bond, Knowledge, and then Kimankana. The number 10, I'm forgetting his name. Not Antonio, the guy who comes in for Antonio usually. Hey, not defender guys. Anyway, guys, score predictions. I asked for score predictions and then Ninan Kulum. Hey, now you guys checking. Yeah, guys, Bafana fans.
Bathi nukusheka ngesulu nje yami.
Oh, khathazela.
Why you khathazeling, my brother? Relax, go.
Ow, like Kakazela already. Okay, here comes Bafana on the attack. Choosing to go a little bit wide there. Ball played into Foster. He can't quite get there. Number 12, that is Antonio, looking to get onto that ball as quickly as possible. 4 minutes in, guys. We've had some end-to-end action up to this point. We're admitted. Siyadlula kusala Suzuwendi. Kosi says 3-0, 2-1. Still asking us, what has Mbule done to even start this game? Look, if you look at the options on the bench in the 10, Mbule is the best option. He's the best option. Remember years ago when we were having the debate about who's going to follow Uzwane? Yes, Mbule wasn't quite playing well at that point, but in this team, I think he's the closest to a pure 10 that we have. Please don't say Mfukeng. But anyway, he's the closest. So in an open game like this, I think he's going to get the ball a lot more than he would have gotten the ball versus Egypt, versus Angola. And he's going to have to play that final ball. For him to be effective here, that's what you need from him. See, there's the guy on the top with the 3 in the middle. Then you see the space on the other side. Because Zim, they're slow in coming back to support. Very slow in coming. Oh, shot there by Apolis. Saved by Washington Arubi. Arubi started with his foot nonsense. Oh, Nkosiami. Bule's an 8, not a 10. No. I'm saying in terms of the profile of what you need a player to do. So if there's a player in the squad right now who can trap, turn, play a pass, maybe eliminate a player before playing a pass, that's Mbule more than anybody else. I also agree. He's an 8 for me. But what has been killing Mbule is that the teams we've played up to this point basically have sat back a little bit. There's that space I was talking about. Moremi! There we go! 1-0! How wing?
Bafana Bafana is the best team in the world. Hey, Bafana.
Yanko!
I've got this. There's something about this Bafana Bafana team that says
the W could be loading very, very soon. And I can already see the energy. I can already see the celebrations. So I'm backing the boys.
So do you see what I was telling you about? The back three, look at the three, is probably going to be 1v1 all the time. But they don't deal well with movement. Because that ball, Gamuremi, could have gone straight back to the top of the box. Abo Dube, Abo Antonio, they're all waiting for the ball to be played out. So they don't have a defense. Guys, come on. Kubadi flowers, guys. Anyway, Wendy says Siadlula. They're both asking who scored. Moremi scored. Moremi scoring in the 6th minute. I think it's the 6th, 7th minute right now. Hey, are you guys fine now? Are you guys okay now? Yes, sharp. All the people who are shaky.
Otakula, mudimu uentse metsi. Inwa metsi utakula pelo itatutumela. Otakula.
Litakula, non metsi, relaxang. 8 minutes in, South Africa is 1-0 up as it stands right now. I still see a lot more goals coming in if this is how Zim is going to play. I thought they were going to try frustrate us, but it seems as though they're going to try go pound for pound. And if you go pound for pound and you open up the spaces, that's when Apolis come alive. But let's see. Pansi says we need, Panswelanga says we need 2 more. No man, why will you Zimbabwe has not been there. They got swallowed by the stage. Well, what's interesting about Zimbabwe is that in all of the AFCONs they've played, they weren't able to win their first game. Usually they weren't able to win their second game. But the third game, they've won it 3 times. So this is essentially the game that they take seriously when you watch a Zimbabwe at AFCON. What's going to be interesting, I think, is going to be Bafana Bafana's response. Because we've tended, here comes that counter, we've tended to sit back. We've tended to relax after scoring the first goal. And that is not something you can do versus the Zim team. The more confidence you give them, the more they will run at you. It's a very speedy Zimbabwe team. So you need to put the nail in the coffin, essentially. You need to put the final nails in the coffin and finish this game, man. Sorry, Muremi scored. It's Muremi. Did I say something different? Muremi scored. And Kosi says, I want 4 goals more. The game is on right now, Winnie. The game is on right now. We are 10 minutes into this game. Oh, now I'm a long ball. Guys, you've got so much space. Can I get Mbule? Play more like an 8-ish there, man. There's so much space in this team. So what I was saying even in my review, like I said, it's a back 5, it's 3, and then it's wide. But instead of these guys on the wide tucking in a little bit more, they tend to stay a bit high, and that creates a situation where your right wing back is out of timing. They're often late in coming back, and your right center back doesn't know whether to go and push. So again, you've got Apolis, you've got Foster, you've got Moremi. Those have a 3, right? This is where Mbule can become really effective. I hope. Look at the space. Tell me a game where we've played like this. Oh, Apolis trying to curl it. It's the defender. There's space. Aye. I'm watching it on 202. But Ilunga deserves a bonus. Oh, here's the counter. Okay, CAF forgot to open the gates. Hewan, Tuso. For each Bafana player to score today, horrible attendance at this year's AFCON. Hey, nathi bekumele sihambe basenzela mawaza, but it's okay. Zim will get a serious beating, I won't lie. Look, again, it's about how we react. So in the review, I did say that they're a bit lazy, the Zim players, in getting back in helping out. That's the one big thing that will happen. They're all waiting for the counter. You can see it there. There's 4 players literally just waiting for the counter. You see the balls that Mbule is getting right now. Oh, when Rile steps onto this pitch. Like if Fabish fell in the midfield, it's only Fabish who's staying in the midfield. Moremi. One more. Take the shot. Duska pass. I'll take the shot. They can't track runners. Hey, Zobamnandi, man. Hey, Zobamnandi. Hopefully we can continue on doing this. Try streaming on SABC Plus, but it was buffering for 10 minutes. Ray, try sabcsport.com and try the Facebook page. There might be a little bit of a delay, but the SABC Sports Facebook page and the sabcsports.com, they have a live section there. The game should be there as well. Let's give them 2 or 3 in the first half so that we can give Relay and Mokwena some minutes, says Bafana. We need to score 1 more and then dominate the game, says Mace. I hope the refs won't ruin the game. Guys, they get a lot more ref, guys. Yo, ish. Hi. Zim. That how far, man. Are you guys playing? Are you guys here to play? What's going on? 13 minutes in, 1-0. Bafana Bafana is leading. Tanta says, where is Musona? Musona's on the bench, guys. Musona is on the bench. Kota would thrive in this type of game. Look, I was thinking it was going to become frustrating. So I was thinking Zimbabwe would be a little bit more defensively disciplined, tactically disciplined, more frustrating. And then when it breaks down, that's when you bring on Abon Kota and Abon Fukeng. But if Ki Highway, we just need our guys to take advantage and take it from there. Oh, he's not even on the bench. Okay, I didn't see that. I need to see Campbell, man, says Patsy. Pazwela, Ngatabiso says Kota would shine in this kind of match. There's a lot. No, that's what I'm saying. That I thought it was going to play out that way, that later on in the game, you'd start seeing 2 desperate teams going at each other. But Zim, to their credit, came out to try play from the opening whistle, and I think they've given our players a lot more space than normal. Both teams, these points, it was never going to be defensive. No, Litabo, this is what I mean. Look at what Zim was able to do to us when they played in the World Cup qualifiers. In as much as we're saying both teams need to qualify, you have to understand that Bafana Bafana needs it more. The expectation is a bit bigger on them. So if you wait, the first team that would need to crack would need to be Bafana, right? Remember, even when they played us the first time, outside of that red card, it was a really frustrating game, and maybe that's where you miss Marshall Munyetsi from the Zimbabwe side. But that's what I would have done. Get under Bafana's skin, try and hold them for as long as possible, just frustrate them. And when it all breaks down, that's when you hit them on the counter. That's what I would have done. I don't think I would have gone mano-a-mano just yet, especially knowing that in as much as Bafana, as much as both teams need the 3 points, Bafana has a bigger expectation, a bigger crown on their head. They're one of the favorites of this tournament. So you want to then, try and push that onto them. That makes sense. How many chances did we miss in the Durban game? Let's look beyond the results. Well, how many chances did Zim get? Zim caught us on the counter a couple of times there. Guys, don't forget, the games are with 2 teams. So they also had chances. And whether we like it or not, the game ended the way the game ended. Whether, as much as we want to say chances, whatever, they got a red card, they got a 0-0, they went home with the point. They frustrated us. However we want to spin it, guys. Best for Bafana, Cameroon or Mali? Ooh, that's tough because Mali beat us last tournament in the group. I think I'd want Cameroon. It's a little shaky there in the Cameroon camp. What are your thoughts about the words Bruce said about the whole AFCON? What did he say? Oh, no, don't let them overwhelm you. Oh, wait. Gezana and Bogazi are going to be busy today. And if Yaya doesn't cover them properly. Mokwena don't cover them properly. There could be a bobble in the box and a goal is scored. That's what this Zim team did to Egypt. They put 4 people inside the box. Prince Dube. Attacking mid, but exactly, it was an open game. Yeah, true, but then when they got the red card, it became a closed game and we became frustrated to the point where, if you remember, Bogazi got the red card. Is Mali shaky? Both of them are shaky, guys. Both of them are shaky. Yaya needs to come to the party, says Usindi. Exactly. Yaya's role is going to be the most important thing here. How do you extra cover? Because you've got 4 or 5 runners, right? Like I said, these guys don't mind having all of those players up top. Who's that? Oh, Debza, unlucky. Get back! Get back! Get back! Hey, Debza going in for the run there. Mokwena needs to sit at 6. Oh, he's not sitting at 6. He ran into the box now. He was waiting for a cross. Mustn't get too excited. That's the problem. You mustn't get too excited.
Wakufarisa manje. Wakufarisa.
Can't get too excited, man. Okay, 18 minutes in. It is still 1-0. Very, very open game. Very, very open game. But I think it's opened a little bit to Bafana's favor. But you see, there's the 5 that they've pushed forward. Every time you get the ball, oh, Nkosiami, yo. Anytime.
What shall we do?
What shall we do?
There's the goal, Cindy. There's the goal I've been saying. There's the goal I've been saying. Look out. Cover your defense. Bogazi and Bogazi and Gezan are going to have a tough time. Oh, Kosiami, yo.
Ameno. Ameno ako.
Never trust South Africa.
I don't blame people for disappointing you. I blame yourself for trusting them. Trust nobody, suspect everybody. Don't tell people about your vision, money.
Hey! Hi, there we go, guys. 1-1. You did say we sit back and relax. Agent, Agent, why sit back? Why relax? Why chill? Ball watching, that was horrendous. Says Bafana Williams always concedes at least 1 goal per game. Ustole, hey guys, hey. Minangshilo, don't let your defense be 4v4. They rush into the box and they wait for that chance to just take somebody out. Or this is Prince Dube scored the same goal. Prince Dube scored the same goal against Egypt. Hey, guys, Mbogazi diving in. KF Corn. But it was a good goal. It was a great goal. Mbogazi would put down there. Zimbabwe's poor shame today, says Agent Cook. Now watch Angola win against Egypt. There's your counter. Use all of your Nkosiami. Look, now they're even scared to push people for Bafana. Bafana. Yo. Insane. Our defenders are watching him. TLB, this is a wake-up call. What's the point of a pivot if the guy just walked past them in the midfield? Hey! Yeah, Maswani's, I told you guys. Maswani's again. He's doing well. No. Letabo, I'm not contradicting myself. I'm saying you have a 4-man attack. So you already have Lau Foster, Apolis, Moremi, Kemang, Mbule. That's all you need in this game because, like I said, there's a back 3. The midfielders don't come back fast enough. So if you can hit on the counter, you have all the space in the world. That's what we've been having, right? But you have to be wary that when they break, they have 5 players in the back, and mathematically, you should have 6 people ready and move. The 4 plus the 2 in front. So I don't want everybody to be thrown forward. I'm saying you have your 4. Your 4 is going to be the most important. Your 4. The 6 has to be ready because they're going to be overwhelmed. That's what I was saying. They won't take AFCON, these ones. What a goal. Relax. I must relax. Okay. I'll relax. Here comes the crossing. Oh, we've started crossing. Here comes the desperation play. Now we're gonna play desperate. Zim is gonna sit back. Then they're gonna hit us on a counter. They're looking for 1 or 2 counters. But I'll relax, guys. I'll relax.
Relax. It's enough. Please.
I'll take your advice. I'll relax. As it stands, South Africa is still number 2 as it stands right now with 4 points. We needed a draw, if I'm not mistaken, to go through. But you don't want to play that game with a team that is bottom of the log. They say Tole is there to protect our defense, but Icon is giving us nothing. Simply Mrs. Zim 2. Why are we playing so deep? Watch now. We're going back to the long balls. Watch. But if you don't use your chances when you get them, the other team is just going to go, you know what, guys? Relaxani. We're going to frustrate them now. I have to upload the goal, says top tier. No, it's not 2-1, it's 1-1. It's 1-1 right now. Wait until Yes, Edgar Chirewa. Chirewa was who I was speaking about. Because what Zim does is when they make their subs, so they're going to make... When they make their subs, Antonio usually comes off, Chirewa comes in, and it's sort of like fresh legs again for the counter. Right? We might still see, is Bon on the bench? We might still see Bon. There's a lot of things that Zim can do here. The lady says, Aibandla. Andile says it wasn't Bogazi's fault. No, it shouldn't be Bogazi's fault, but you shouldn't be 1v1. Like that. Pati Bafana's coming home next round. Bruce is in trouble. Zim always play counter-attack. Now it's tricky. Yeah, Lloyd, it's very tricky because now they're sitting back. Look at them. It's like they've decided, okay, let's just sit back now and relax. Hanyan. Well, it's costing us 5-1. I could feel it in my blood, says Golden Driver. 5-1 for who? No, we need a win. Egypt changed their whole team. I think I saw El Shanawi's on the bench. Bo Salah on the bench too. We can't beat Zimbabwe. What will do against Mexico? What chances? We got our chances. We took it, so did Zim. No. Litabo, the spaces. That's what I'm saying. Take advantage of the spaces while you have it, because when they, what does Kalefagole say? When they jabs and they wake up, they're gonna go, okay, guys, we gave away that goal, sloppy. Let's not give away another one. So it's costing us big time. Bogazi can't dive in the box. I blame Cardoso. Ow. Ni blame umuntu, man. Hugo is exposed. Do you think Machupa and Foster can work together? They shouldn't want that for this game. This game should be for counters. So this game should be speed and pace of counter, where Foster's only job is to drag a defender. Foster's only job is to drag the defender, then the other guys run around him. That's what should be happening in this game. You see in this situation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Zimbabwe players are in the box. This is where you just pace up. The moment you win that ball back, you fly. That's all you need to be doing in this game. That's why I would have... Wawanu Relay would have been great for this game. Kota, maybe even himself, but just fly. We miss relationships on the pitch. Those toilet box runs are killing us. Our defensive striker, Foster, must rest and bring in evidence. Imlu. I blame Peterson and Mdu. Machupa is the only piece missing here. Foster is not mobile. Bogazi one-on-one can't. You know this is the game he got the red card in, just by the way. Was it Maswanisa? Was it Maswanisa? Was he the guy who gave him the card? See, now they're packing the defense. Look at the counter again. 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 Look at the counter. Hey, guys. Guys.
I see the 40.
We're not dealing with this counter. It's fun when they're missing chances. Look, there was a run right there, central to the box, with a player on the out. Oh, but you can't, no. Think tool. Playing our ball, seems we're playing our ball. This is not our usual first half. Gezana is low-key killing our momentum. Stoll is the weakest link. Who's playing 6? It's supposed to be Tebza and Yaya. Happy we're not playing a North African team. Moremi, Stole bro. Mbule out, Stole out. Zimbabwe is dangerous. Zimbabwe. Hey, Zimbabwe. Yeah, Zimbabwe.
Unopengare.
They're going off in this game right now. I'd remove Mbule and put in Releases Chile. This PSL bad first touches are killing AFCON. Zimbabwe slow poison, says Mz Dog. Our midfield is empty. Zim master the counter. Yeah, it's counter. They play counter. I think Mbule and Stolle out. Stolle is the weakest link. We don't trust each other. Mbule's first touch has been bad. No, it's not even about trusting each other. I don't think we've played the ball on the floor or had the space for a very long time with Bafana Bafana. So it's often a struggle to get the ball into that final third. So even now, when they're connecting, Litabo, you see the chances that you must count for them as well. These are the chances you must count for them as well. That was Karanga, free header, and he takes it over. These are the chances. Yes, Chai did say long and diagonal balls are coming. We don't want to play. SA is boring. They play long balls. They said they will do less. Gezana killing momentum. You see, these are the chances, Litabo, that I know we count our chances and say, we tried. Look at what they've done in the past 5 minutes. Hey, Natis is slow, man. Pick up the pace, gents. Then they get put into a corner and they play a long ball. Oh, Nkosi yami. Stole, where they're losing concentration. It's done. Your reaction makes it seem like Zim scored. They're getting too close for liking. Ungachigisela. Yeah, you just have to foul them, eh? Tebza must bring his dark artists of performances. He just needs to because you're not going to contain them on that counter. Saboga says, I think we can win this one. I'll defend Bule till the end of time, but today he needs to sit down. Guys, please don't forget to tap the screen. I'm looking for 25,000 likes. Then in the second half, you know how it goes. I'll leave it open and you can jump in and we can speak to each other and you can tell me what's happening in the game. Halftime, I'm going to let 5 people in and we're going to have a discussion. You guys will be my analysts for halftime. Then if we can reach 25,000, I'm going to leave it open in the second half and everybody will be able to jump in. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to know how to add your voice to the show, there's a multi-guest button at the bottom of your screen. You have to join me, on TikTok. Live right now, there's a button at the bottom of the screen that says multi-guest. It's got a blue figure hugging a pink figure. You click on it, you request, I let you in. We have a conversation about what we're seeing. Unfettered Austin says he is annoyed. Even the commentator is saying SA needs to be quick. No, remember what I said for the Egypt game. I said the difference of how Egypt approached Zim to us is that they saw that Zim has the 3-5 thing. So it's 3 with the 2 on the side. But if you hit them early enough, you put these guys in very tough positions. And if you can put your winger into 1v1 with these guys more often than not, like a Moremi 1v1, the goal that he scored, the chances we got in the beginning, then that's where you get your chances. But if you're going to hold the ball and then play a long ball late, long diagonal late, they're already sitting. Divine Lunga's back. I think Galloway is playing on the other side. They're back. Now it becomes 2v1 versus your winger, right? Add to that the fact that if you're watching what Zim is doing, they're pressing with 3. They're pressing with 3. So they want you to play that long ball. No, now they've woken up and they're going, you know what, guys, let's just sit back. Every chance you get, just play that ball as fast as possible. That's what Egypt did at times throughout that game. Obviously, they conceded first, but that's where they got most of their good chances, and Mo Salah was facing people 1v1. Give it to Moremi to face 1v1. Look at the trailing man. Oh, our build-up is slow, man. Now, you better be ready to get back. You better be ready to get back. Bule, yellow card. It's the second time you've done that. Yeah, it's the second. Oh, Bule doesn't know the dark cards. Oh, Nkosi yami. Yo.
Kunzima nganyama. Kunzima futhi ngandlela kunzima ngazi.
Hey, angazi. Yo, Mr. Entertainment says Zim 5. Patrice looks annoyed, says Pansuelaga. Not now, guys. Second half. 25,000 likes. 25,000 likes. I open it second half, guys. LB is not a center back for me. He's a CDM, says Tabiso. Long balls and passes are not for us. Oh, guys, yeah, don't forget to follow. If you're not followed, follow, subscribe if you're on YouTube watching. Bule only crosses with his left foot, always cuts in, one-dimensional. 2 center backs are a problem. I give up. Guys. Equalento. We still haven't recovered from Egypt. You had your chance. I said, you're going to score your goal. Why are you sitting back? Why are you sitting all the way back? Why are you waiting for these guys to come and get you when you are seeing that it's an open game? That first 10, 15 minutes was so open. That was the game that suits South Africa more than anything. That's when you go out and score. But now, because Zim has scored, it's a tough game now. You're even seeing, look at where Apolis is picking up positions. He's dropping all the way back. He's helping a mover now because Gunzima, it's lit. But anyway, 34 minutes in, it is 1-1. Easy says, we suck. Ogazi is a good man marker, but not only qualities you need as a center back. Why not try relay in the 10 position? I guess he's next up. I don't think we have another player that can play 10 like that. I guess he'd be next up. Look, yeah, now they're even going to a 4. Yeah, they've learned. Push. We must just be frank. Bule and Yaya are giving us nothing, and we can't keep ignoring that. Long Mongi says Zimbabwe way better. Must after our goal, we had Mokwena running into the box. No, but we went deeper as a defense. Our defense took a step back. Mudiba for 10. Oh, wow. Gold driver. Wow, okay. Why are we playing dirty? They're afraid of the counter. Mokwena does that very well. I don't know why Mbule is doing it. Oh, Nyokes, thank you so much for the ice cream cone. Yo, you guys. Guys, yeah. Okay. Early, or else they're going to cover that ball. Oh. Lunga shouldn't be the one marking Moremi. But because you're slow, look at the press. Now they're like, okay, we're going to let them play. Hang on. You better have cover. You. We keep losing balls from Bule and Moremi. The central pairs are not effective. Bogazen, Gezanaya, and Mokwena. I'm sorry, but Bule is not good enough for the national team, says Panswelanga. We can't take corners, we can't defend corners. Still a long way to go for South African football. Mokwena plays better when he's left to run the midfield. Yaya's in his way. In my review, in my preview, I spoke about Obas, but I don't understand what type of play is this.
There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on. It's like playing FC26 and Zim is using AI defending. Bule stationary is killing the midfield. Zimbabwe is doing exactly what Egypt was doing, Sham. We need through balls and outside the box shots. Exactly. But again, the goal gave Zim a second chance to reorganize. I think that's what we missed. They were allowed them to reorganize. You see how now it's still the back five thing I was saying, but then now they have the active left wing, so the left wing back. So if you're attacking on the right side, the right side of Zim, they have their right wing back go and meet the danger, and then they sit in like it becomes a 4. Especially because we're so slow with picking up that ball. That's why even on this side, Lunga is watching Moremi and Galloway is no longer under pressure, so they can stay, they can shape up. And for some reason, the South African players have decided that we're going to just all go to islands. We're going to all go to islands. Look at where Apolis is. Look at where Moremi is. Look at where Mbule is, not even active to come and maybe open up a space when Yaya's dragging somebody. We've gone back to default settings. Please don't play that long ball. Please don't play that long ball. They've committed enough players for you to be able to play through. Thank you. Cut back. Cut it back. Arubi's gonna... Hawana Arubi. You've now activated Washington Arubi now. He's gonna be so frustrating. He's gonna be so frustrating. First 8 minutes were good. Now I don't understand what is happening. They weren't good because we were playing well. They were good because Zim was doing what they normally did. Zim tried to come out pound for pound. Bruce doesn't have game management. Asina 10 valuable country. Now I've said it a long time ago. We don't have 10s. Our 10s are wing players. Our wing players are half 8s. Bruce wanted to bring something new. Should have played Campbell. This guy's tall for nothing. Mudiba is amazing. And Marale Tabo. We've seen Mudiba when he's put into midfield. Mara guys, why do we keep telling ourselves stories about these players as Abet, man? We love playing stories. I saw people calling for Mkuli say, okay, I promise not to say, I promise that I'm not going to speak about him. Take him on, take him on. Take him on, don't cross, take him on. Bule, top of the box, shoot. Turn and take it. Thank you. How is that so hard, man? Top of the... Hey. And I would have more game time, Chandre. We don't have a 10. Zim puts Chirawa. No, if Chirawa comes in, it's lit. Today's 10 is already overheating engine. Why didn't we bring Cirino? I want to pass. Who not say Cirino? Rank Cirino. Ranks Basirias. Ranks Basirias. Ranks Basirias. Zimbabwe are more serious than. Look, the one thing that I've always said, especially about our football here, even if you watch that game we played versus Egypt, after Egypt got the red card, I don't think we have enough structure in our game. Like, I think we leave it to the players to make things up as they go along. We do that a bit too much, right? So if you could see when we played against Egypt, there was a point where Egypt was playing with a front two. Almost at the end of that game, the last 20 minutes, they were playing with a front two, Ashore and Salah. And they were more direct. They knew exactly what to do when they got the ball. Even the Zim team, in the few chances they've gone forward, you can tell that there is a plan. But then with us, it's almost like, man, just make it up as you go along. Man, fika phambili nizabona. So when you watch a lot of the teams, especially the bigger teams in tournaments, you see from point A to point B, we know that we're going A, B, C, D. We've practiced it. That's what we've come to do. If the Nigeria game, we're going to go wide as far as possible. We're going to look for a far post cross. We'll do that a few times. With us, we make it up and it's fun. So like with the way Zim was playing in the first 15 minutes, it's fun. You'll get your chances. Yes, you'll get your chances. But the moment they structure down and they close down, it's that thing that we always say we complain about a low block. We don't have a plan to break down a low block. We just want to run around. Even here, we've abandoned whatever plan we had in the beginning. So we make up things too much. That's why other teams look a little bit better, because they know exactly, we play the ball here, we play the ball here. When I've got the ball here, Mbule is going to open there, then we're going to open up, Apoli is going to make a third man run past this person. But yeah, now when I say these things, they say I'm a hater. That's the performance on the day. Diba's our best player today. No. I'm not saying, I get it. It's from the comment. I think I was still on the comment where you're talking about Mudiba as a 10, or somebody said Mudiba as a 10. We've seen it before. Game is boring, Mahopa. Lewata Mahopa. Hey, when days are dark, you go and fetch the guy that nobody wanted, eh?
Evidence Mahopa nyaka chelete. O ka se tlemole ke tse matsoro nyaka chelete. Le veta winner ba win name na. Ka beresa World Cup ka betso wena le hlo ya gago.
Structure, I think Hugo needs to deal. Yeah, Bogani, we don't have combinations even at club level. Even at club level, funny enough, but it's in tool. National teams can't be perfect. Structure doesn't exist. No, hey, no structure, a plan, Letabo, a plan. Okay, tell me the movement that Bafana Bafana has done 3 or 4 times that tells you what the plan was for today. Vilakazi is amazing, under 20 as a cam, doesn't play enough first team football. Why would you throw him in here? We're struggling, says Wendy. Can't show the game, guys. Tabi can't show the game. Copyright. This is worth billions of rands. I'm not going to be fighting a billions of rands case or getting myself banned on TikTok. You see what I mean? Look at how direct that was. It's 3-4 passes to put your defense under pressure. How many times has Bafana Bafana forced something like that? I said it before, Mbulens Tola nonsense, Zunjabulo. This game is frustrating. Once Kotori. Long ball, try and win the second ball. They haven't even been doing that, if you check. Why did Rile, Chandra and Tyson all go to... For experience, Akir. Bruce's plan is not to concede and hope the winners... Maybe you guys will listen to ranks. But anyway, Marambule, you on a yellow, bro. Don't talk too much and make yourself a target. With 3 minutes to be added on now. Remember, guys, halftime. I'm going to let 5 people in. We're going to have a conversation about what we're seeing here. Yeah. The world has realized that Bafana can have possession and do nothing with it. It's, guys, is that not South African football? Have you ever kicked the ball even in amateur games? Oh, I've got medals. Oh, I've got medals, Micah. Just number 10. Yeah? I've got medals. Don't worry about me kicking balls. I'm slowly becoming angry. Pubelelo. Guys, just because you see us on the internet, don't think that we've never played football. But also, do you really need to have played football to understand watching it? The name Lodge makes sense during times like these. No, even Lodge. Even listen to the people you're speaking about. We're not even speaking about them in a tactical sense. We're speaking about them because we hope that Lodge can give you a moment. Like we hope Apolis can give you a moment. We hope Muremi can give you a moment. We hope Lyle Foster can give you a moment. That's what we do. Even when Bule was brought into this team, why do you bring Bule in? You're hoping that some of those qualities that he's shown every now and again over the past couple of years, he might show them here and magic something. We believe in magic. We don't believe in structure. So that's why when a team decides, literally Zim, after the goal, Zim changed. Zim said, okay, guys, we have to be safer at the back. We have to come back a little bit more faster. We have to cover each other a bit more. Think about how many times now, ever since that first 15 minutes, how many times have the center backs, the two center backs of Zimbabwe being put under pressure? It hasn't been much. Right? We haven't seen. Takwara. Takwara likes jumping out. Takwara plays like Miguel. He jumps out. He hasn't needed to jump out this game. Asina plan, guys. But anyway, it is half time, guys. It is half time. Let me listen, guys, so that we can have a conversation. Okay, let me just do this. While I let everybody in, Mokone, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Oti?
I'm good. Mokone, what have you seen in this first half?
Hey, we don't have a creative player, man. A person who's willing to take the team on his shoulder. That is our problem. And even when they took Mbulu to be our creative player, I was shocked that you don't have somebody who can replace him. That is when you had somebody like Tito, even though he's not perfect, but he knows how to make a elegant play. Where Mbulu expect people to be in the right position for him to play the level best. So you need somebody who's going to take the game on his shoulder, where he'll be able to make sure that people can open space and be creative within and cause problems. So right now, we just hoping for the best, but up to so far, let's just take our hopes down in going further in the AFCON and come back and restructure. We need somebody who's going to be creative, you know. We need to go look at a player who can be more creative, because Mbule, we are putting too much on him. We are very putting too much on him. He doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the creativity. Yes, he has a good passing. We know that. But does he have the creative passing that he can now unlock the defense with? Does he have that? No. So it's giving too much shoulders on Mokwena. That's why Mokwena cannot play his game. You know, it's putting too much on Mokwena, so that Mokwena must now make sure that Mbule doesn't lose the ball. Mbule, when he makes the mistake, he covers. So right now, the team, even you can see in their nature, man, they are not confident again. They don't have that guy who's going to say, I'll carry the team. So we just need to accept and come back and, you know, sit on the table for me. Because the reality is that Hugo Bruce made a wrong selection. Even though we speak of Lodge has that attitude that I'll take the game on my soldier. That's the thing with Lodge. He's had that attitude to say, give the game to me. That's why we're saying in this space, Hugo Bruce and his situation with Lodge is costing us. That's when you think of players like Ribeiro when they wanted to play for BAFANA BAFANA. Players like Lucas Ribeiro. You remember he said, pick me, and we were so confident and arrogant to say, yeah, we've got players. This James and Egypt, Ribeiro would have done something great for us.
For very quickly, do we have players at home? I know you've mentioned Lodge, but are there players that could step into this team and change it who are maybe not in the squad? If you could name me 3 or 4 of them.
Experience level, we don't. That I can confidently say they have enough experience. Because remember, AFCON is different from the qualifying where you can strategize and people are playing. No, but on a tournament level, we don't. We need Lodge because he played in the Club World Cup. That will help us. We need to go and try to convince Ribeiro as much as we can to say, etc. We need somebody in this space. But we need to accept where we are weak. You can't always... We have strength in other positions, but when you are weak, you need to humble yourself. There's no need to push, because we can't be embarrassed by a team like Zimbabwe like this who are toying with us. That's embarrassment, to be honest.
But they already did 0-0. But for time, let me bring in Soweto Gent. Soweto Gent, welcome to the show. What did you see in this first half?
I know, poor performance from South Africa. I mean, after Zimbabwe got the goal, I said something about AI defending. There's this tactic that they use in FC, ne? Where they use AI defending to press with like 3 players, and that's what I'm seeing from Zimbabwe. Like they are pressing us, and they're not giving us spaces to find those passes. So Umbule is not having a nice game today. I also, like, I was speaking to agent, and I was like, if we could get yabona mokwena, if he could be more like a box crusher, yabo, running up and down, yabo, and make those late runs into the box. That will also help us a lot, yabo, in terms of attacking. I think we need to trust Uyaya enough to stay behind I1, and then commit as much players as we can in order to have those options as well.
I won already. Kunzima I won. Are we gonna still lose another player there?
OT, I don't think Uyaya no Mokwena mabai too. They just eat up each other's spaces, yabo, and it doesn't make sense if that's happening and I still have 2. Rather I have 1. Yeah, but trust Umbogazi, trust Uyaya no Ngezan to do the defensive work there, and then commit as much players in order to get that second goal. But I think a draw would also be good. Someone told me we are live victory. If we get a draw, we can still be number 2 in Tuzan. So yeah, it's a confusing one.
Oh, it sounds like a calculator. Why does it sound like a calculator's coming out now? There's a word in tournament football, baraki permutations. We're gonna be looking at the permutations now. But for time, let me bring you to Agent. Agent, my brother, welcome. What did you see in that first half?
I don't know if I should say shalom or I should say what.
Hey, Rajiada.
I don't know. I don't know. I've been disappointed by both sides, to be honest with you. Zimbabwe are not playing the way I thought they would play. The last 2 games they played with intensity. They were tough. They were giving their hearts. Musandami, yes, he's winning fouls, but he's been very poor. The only person that has been playing today is Lunga and Fabish. Those are the only 2 players that I'm seeing that are playing. Even the goal scorer, it was a moment thing he scored, but he's not there also.
Yeah.
So it has been a disappointing display. And Washington also, I don't know, maybe it was a strategy that first half we waste time, and then second half we go for them. I don't know, because he wanted people to come to them, even though it was 1-0. So disappointing performance. And again, coming back to our side, flat performance. We started well. First 10 minutes, I was like, okay, Zimbabwe is not here. Let's kill them. And I come to your life and you say something interesting that, you know what, Bafana is going to sit back and wait for us, and Zimbabwe is going to gain confidence. Zimbabwe could have scored 2 goals actually with the 2 headers that they've had, 2 or more goals. So I don't know why we sit back against bigger teams. 3 minutes, they can score 3 goals. If we do things like this, So, and the sad part about this thing is, about Bafana, is there's no single player I can say is having a very poor game. They're all flat. All of them. Motaung is flat. Mudiba is trying but flat. Umbogazi, Ngezana, Sitole, Mokwena, Mbule tried a better. Police, when it was starting, he was well, but then he went flat also. Foster, we know these things, but anyways, you're not there. So, disappointing performance, Mr.
Do you give Zimbabwe any credit for adapting? Because they came out very open, then they were like, "Hi man, why are we doing this?"
Yeah, no, we can give them credit that it was a very stupid thing. I saw them trying to even press Williams. I'm like, you can't be pressing like that. Only one person is pressing Williams. It's not even a coordinated pressing. So yeah, you can say change of tactics, but I'm not giving you no credit here, man. This has been a poor team, Shamai. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm gonna come back. Let me go to Jablo. Jablo, welcome to the show. What did you see?
Habari kamaribu guys. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Bafethu, all I can say is a poor performance. Hence, Mr. Agent said we started well. First 10 minutes, we saw okay. It's like we are going to get 2 or 3 goals. I even posted on WhatsApp, we are scoring 3 goals. I deleted that post immediately when Zimbabwe equalized. We are flat, shame. I don't know what is happening, but I just want to put it to you. Good, I've been crying about Mokwena. I know that people they will defend him. Mokwena is not giving us anything recently. He's only 6 balls. He's been failing to pick up his teammate. I was watching him closely. 6 balls. There was a point where he was supposed to give a ball to Foster. He decided to go to Moremi. And Lunga just collected that ball without having to run even for it. All the time when he's trying to get hold of Moremi, Lunga is picking up that ball. Very simple. And Mokwena is the one who must make us to play. But he's giving the balls away. And it's the guy that we are depending on. I don't want to count Mbule and Stola because I don't feel like they deserve to be in Bafana Bafana. They don't deserve to be there. But since they are there, I cannot say much about them because there is nothing actual I'm expecting from Mbule and Stola. For me, they are not.
But can I ask you, has Mokwena ever been that guy for us? If we're being honest. Has he ever run the midfield?
I think he has moment whereby at some point, I think the previous AFCON, he was that guy whereby he was giving us something. But nowadays, Mokwena man is flat. And people, they were dashing me. Agent is my witness. Even yesterday, you don't know football. Hey, Mokwena this and this, Mokwena that and that. But I'm telling you, at the moment, we are not going anywhere with this Mokwena. I know that people, they love him. But, with this performance, even if we qualify, I don't have a confidence that we can reach final or semi-final with this performance. I am sorry. I don't know what has changed from this team. Now we are not playing at all. I don't know what went wrong. Maybe it's the tactics that the coach is giving to them. They don't understand them now. I don't know. But with Mbule and Stoll, shame.
Okay.
Right.
For time, I want to bring in Open. Welcome. What are you seeing?
Hola, OT.
Insambo.
In fact, I abafana base-beach, man. Base-Durban, man.
Base-holiday. Festive.
Yo. I'm absolutely disappointed. There's no intensity kule game. Abafana ba-relaxile. The whole of middle field. I have to agree non-Jabulo. Mokwena, for me, for these past few games, I don't know, or go to his relying over confidence. The whole of midfield must be changed for me.
Ufagaban.
Look, as Samabombat, let's bring in some creativeness. Ufage Mufukeng there. Maybe as I'm creator, and I think he's there. He can play number 10, Lapa Grand. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, nonetheless, I bonaba relaxile too much. I think it comes to a coach too much predictable. Nothing is surprising. I don't see any plan B or what. The only player I have to give props for Apolis is the only creative player who's threatening Lapagu Lokuzan, Zimbabwe. The rest, I go relax you, except beach, except Durban.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get back into the game, but I wanted everybody to just give me your changes and your prediction. Mokwena, I'll start with you. What changes do you make? What prediction do you have?
No, put Sitola out, get somebody who's going to assist Mokwena with creativity, get Mbata in, and get Nkota as well as in, because right now we're struggling with a bit of pace. So I would suggest, because the combination of Sithole and Bulai, so they need to get out for me. And it's going to be 2-1 either side, because this game is going to be one on mistake.
Either side. Put your head on the block, man. You know I don't like it when you guys do that.
They're depressing us. Like, you don't have confidence. A mistake will happen on both sides, then it's going to be 2-1.
Okay. So it's a change prediction. Oh, by the way, guys, Soito Gent is a gamer. That's why he's telling you about the AI FIFA. He's a gamer. That's what he does on his channel. Soito Gent, change his prediction, please.
Predictions for me, put OT. I think 2-1 for South Africa. The changes for me would be Unkota, Umfukeng, and Umakhop. Immediately, we can't do anything about the middle field. I think Mokwena just needs to have his stamina. I don't know if he has that stamina, yabo. Uthi agijime up and down, yabo, defend and attack at the same time. That's what I need from him. And yeah, that's it for me. 2-1 to South Africa.
Agent changes prediction.
How many subs am I allowed to make? Can I make 10? No, man. I hear that saying Obas is in. I don't know Obas is in for who.
Probably Mbule, because he got the yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what else can you change? Because there's nothing much you can change. Mbule was the only obvious one where you bring in Omofokeng for him, maybe. You know, because I think Moraimi Shem, he's been okay. You can take him out. A police, he has that X factor. So that was the only stuff that I was gonna make, to be honest with you, Mr. Uti. But we'll win 2-1 because Zimbabwe is not here. We'll win 2-1, not because of any play. But if I may ask, if we get third position, who are we getting? Maybe this is a tactical thing that let's finish third instead of second, because second is giving us problems.
Hey, Mara, that calculation is also rough, because I wonder, you have to look at the other people, if they scored, if they not, because at this point, Leronara teka in terms of what we've given to this tournament.
Yeah, you might get Nigeria if you get number 3.
Mbule is still on. So maybe it's, they haven't said. Okay, yeah.
No, the Nigerian boys, we can beat them. I don't know. I'm not worried about them. So yeah, no, Mr. Uchi, let's maintain it at 1-1 and hope that team wins that side. Yeah.
Hopes.
Cameroon and Ivory Coast are a problem.
Hopes and calculations. Okay, Stole's out. Stole seems to be out. They brought in Obas. Let me go to Jabulo Jabs. Changes prediction.
You saw, I just saw Obas and I wrote there what is putting in Obas. He hasn't seen Obas playing with Mokwena there by Sundowns, and he's fielding 2 of them. But anyway, I think it's going to be 2-1 in favor of Bafana. I thought he was going to bring in Mokwena, this guy really now, but I see he's not going to put him. Maybe he's going to change around 70 or 80 minutes. But Relay and Bata, let's try them and see what will happen. But I think we'll win this game 2-1.
Okay. Open changes prediction.
Possible draw, but it's 2-1 maybe to Bafana, and but in Mokwena out, Mbule out, Mufukeng in. Abazame kanjalo.
Hamba nhliziyo athi maybe 2-1.
OT. Watch out for Nigeria. I'm telling you, the confidence Nigeria and the set pieces I've seen in Nigeria. Watch out for Nigeria.
Okay.
I predict it will be the Guma final.
Okay, no. Open, thank you so much. Apparently, Angola has scored according to Mr. Entertainment TV. So we be officially third. Guys, my timer doesn't go up to 90, so whatever you see on the timer, add 45 to it, and you will know the time that it is in the game. So right now it's saying 2 minutes 40. That means it's 47 minutes 40. I'm still looking for 2,000 more likes, guys. I see people in the queue, but I'm looking for, or they haven't scored. I'm looking for 25,000 likes in order to keep this going. Well, let everybody get a minute or two of what they're thinking. Here's my thing. Look, I think Zimbabwe approached this game a little bit wrong in the beginning when they started, in that I think they wanted to go pound for pound. I think they wanted to get an early goal. I think they wanted to put Bafana Bafana under pressure very early, which kind of opened them up a little bit. And that is where you were seeing the freedom that Apolis were getting when they were getting to that final third. Zimbabwe was pushing 5-6 players, and then on the counter, Abombule were then allowed to move a little bit more. It was down to the back three. It looked a little bit more fluid. We looked a little bit more like the South Africa that we always tell ourselves we are. But then the moment that they got that 1-1 back, which is another thing that Bafana Bafana does, they sit back and they defend. But Dukora, it's like we've done the job, scoring 1 goal. But in any case, Zimbabwe gets their reply, their 1-1, and I think they decided that, guys, we're going to defend now. We're going to be pragmatic. Somebody used the word pragmatic on YouTube. We're going to be pragmatic. We're not going to push as hard as we were pushing. We're going to settle our defense. We're going to make sure we're always in a 4 instead of leaving the 3. Abo Fabish were doing very well to get back into position. Abo Lunga were now starting to face the wingers instead of your centre backs facing the wingers. And I think they just decided that, look, we're going to sit back and just frustrate them. This is what I thought they were going to do in the beginning, where you starve Bafana of space, you starve Bafana of time, and then you kind of force them. Yes. There we go, Foster. Oh my gosh, thank you. Mistake by the Zim defense. Oh, Nkosiami. Mistake by the Zim defense allows Foster to get to the ball before Washington or Ruby. Oh, sometimes pressure answered. Oh, sometimes pressure answered. Oh. Hey, where's the sound? What's going on with my sounds? I'm trying to find my sounds. Oh. Whew. Thank goodness. Anyway, I'll find the sound. Thank goodness. Okay, Foster scores. It looks like Arubi might have injured him, but it is 2-1. 2-1 to Bafana. Thank goodness. Yo, Arubi is the problem there. He should have come out. I think he wasn't sure whether Foster would do something when the ball dropped. Arubi was the problem there. But in any case, no, it seems like Arubi Mushapile. Okay, let me bring in the guys. The sound's acting up like in Pirates games. Guys, what's happening with my sounds now? Eh?
Jikile izinto manje. Bathi lithatha semnyango, limeke emsamo. Lithatha semsamo, liphose emnyango. Ethe mina manje.
I'm Siana. I can't be not celebrating. Eh?
Kwaze kwamnandi eSouth Africa. Kwaze kwamnandi eSouth Africa.
Okay, I'm gonna let people in, guys. Remember, I'm gonna give you a minute or two, so please hit your point as quickly as possible so that we can get as many people in. Before I go to the guys who are jumping in, here's what's gonna be interesting. Now, Zim might be forced to come out and attack again, so we might see some spaces start opening up, similar to what happened in that first 10 to 15 minutes. Guys, please mute when you come in. In that first 10 to 15 minutes, we might see some spaces opening up, which might open the game again. But in any case, Bongs, welcome to the show. Obonang Bongs.
How did Mbule get his nickname called Master Chef? Because I it's next there, man.
Yo, Bongs,
no, I want to know. I just want to know why Bangubita Master Chef, because Hayete anything. He's not bringing anything to the table.
So then, Okenya if not Master Chef.
I'd rather have President Dama 2000 play that position. This is a game where President Dama 2000 could announce himself at the AFCON.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the player that I think can do better in replacement of Arena as one.
How's this game gonna end, Bongs?
I still say Bafana Bafana will win 3-1.
3-1. Okay,
3-1.
are you scared? Can Zim do something here?
Zim can do something. They even managed to come back and equalize and make it 1-1. Defense is shaky. Too much. Shaky. We need to go back to how the team was. I don't know why Coach Ananta Chinchanta or experimenter and stuff. Why couldn't he be like that other previous coach here, Spain, and like keeper players from 2007 to 2013? Onanale a good squad last year, and then decided to change it because Kekanda Chesa Muto, Hama Melebat. Look now, we don't look like a team who win this tournament. We can get out of the groups, but what will we do in the knockout stages if we have this kind of squad? Although Foster on redeemer here and there, but we are still not happy Liga Foster lane.
Okay, Box, for time over the champion. I see Des is in the comments.
Only Kwanire.
Yeah, Utwile Des, that was for you. Panskwelanga, welcome to the show. What did you see? You've got 2 minutes. What do you see here? Habibi, you changed your name, Habibi.
Habibi, I'm now in Morocco, Habibi. Hey, I'm now in Morocco.
You're under the sun.
I have never to stay there for shower more. The Phillies came in around our park. I'm still see. When's I Something's not right, Mr. Otsi. The script is not right, Mr. Otsi. No. What's going on here?
I think abafuna ukuhambisa. Abafuna ukuthi all expenses. Abafuna ukuthi all expenses.
Mama Joy kantaka yange Swaziland no directs nabo andile. Mina ngitseka favor imbabane FC le Swaziland. Mr. Otsi, man, it's not looking good, man. For squad, man, it's not looking good.
Why is it not looking good?
On multiple layers, man, Mr. Otsi, you know. And there's South Africans that blame this one, blame this one, blame this. Man, Znings and doesn't have right in this case to see one, Mr. Otsi, you know. We have players that we sort of like it's not dependent on, and they're just not it's just not kicking in, you know. Umrembula, you can see there's tired, Mr. Otsi. That guy's been playing football for 3-4 years straight, no rest. Migo off season, guna ma club cup, guna young so Umrembula kasana engine, you know, and ubongs na ke kofenga lento show yokuthi why did Hugo Bruce change his squad? How his squad players weren't playing in their teams anymore. Mvala isn't playing anymore. Kekana wasn't playing anymore. She got injured. Like, let's be honest, Buffets. You know, there were a lot of things that this man had to overcome. You know, we have an administration who doesn't report my yellow cards, Mr. Otsi. So, it looks like a destabilized team to me, Mr. Otsi. You know, and that always goes back to this thing of yours where you're saying, what is the plan in South Africa for our football? And we're going to get exposed because we acknowledge umchaiso ngathi it was part of the plan. Meanwhile, and we're going to get exposed in these type of moments. We're getting exposed in this tournament. It feels like deja vu, Mr. Otsi, this whole tournament. It feels like when CAF teams realized, man, Miss Niki Sundowns ipola, si overload in midfield, mid-low block, it's deja vu. If you're a Sundowns fan, this is nothing new to you. Slow build-ups, toothless attacks, this is nothing new. So I don't want to say...
No. Finish. Sorry. Finish it off.
No. I won't forget my points.
No. I wanted to ask you, just to go back to something you mentioned about players. Do we still struggle with the actual player and what they actually give us and what we think they give us and what we want them to give? Do we have that issue as South Africans? Or am I buggy?
I think Mr. Otsi, I think South Africa also speaks a completely different football language to the rest of the world. Like you were saying, we don't have tens. We have half wingers, Mr. Otsi. We speak completely different language, ibola lethu. We don't have strikers, we have defensive strikers, Mr. Otsi. Where else in the world would you say we have that where we can singayifani ibola lethu? Namanye country. Spain is ngasho because okay, bancane bayapasa, but in terms of positional play and the positions that the players adlalayo, there's nowhere else in the world where I've seen this type of in my life, Mr. Otsi.
Okay.
So I think that we just have a completely different language and way of looking at football. You know, sometimes we over romanticize these players who play in the PSL but are not being tested at a national level, Mr. Otsi. I can't blame Bule. How much has he been exposed to in terms of playing CAF, Mr. Otsi, where he gets these experiences against teams who play physically, teams who play on the count. He doesn't get these experiences, and we can't blame these guys when it's time for them to show up because we're throwing them in the deep end. We're not equipping these guys with the tools that they need to perform at these stages, Mr. Otsi. Mina ngeke blame abadlali, ngeke blame coach. Me, my blame will always be at Safa. Always.
Okay.
Always. Because if Safa and PSL
Yeah.
were to have a relationship, we could work on this thing. But anyway, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
Okay, no, for time, I think this is I want to have this conversation because sometimes, man, and maybe it's just me being unfair, but sometimes the things people say about players and what they do, it's like, but they've never done those things, or we love them for sure, or maybe we've seen glimpses, but in terms of it happening over and over and over again, okay, some of the people are speaking about here. Let me bring in Andile. Andile, welcome to the show. Tell me, what are you seeing here?
How's it, Mr. OT? Quickly, I just want to echo the same sentiments Panti was saying. I've been waiting to say this, and every time I come on to speak, I've always speak about the same thing. We look at things when we come and watch South Africa, because it's such an emotional experience for us. We look at the moment, the exact moment that things are happening, and we forget the storyline and we forget the background of each individual player in this team. And it's the same point Upansi is making, is that developmentally we're not doing things correctly. But what I want to say on that, right, we have improved in the past 5 or 6 years. It's evident we have improved. We can maybe thank the DDC for that in part, and some other people taking our football more professionally. But from a developmental standpoint, systemically in this country, the football is far from being professional at a developmental level. When you compare it to some of our other sporting codes, which are predominantly white, and that's the foundational issue, is that the people that are responsible and have the power to take this thing seriously aren't taking it seriously enough. Because we all feel like we should be much better than Zimbabwe, but we aren't in reality. But because we feel like we should be, we're expecting more of the guys that are playing on the field right now. And they can only give us what they can give us based on what's been given to them as well. And I'll give you a perfect example of this. A player like Umbule doesn't get a second chance in a South Africa that produces quality like in the numbers. You look at someone like Ribeiro, who was our player of the season in this country, they don't even know him, barely even know him in Brazil. You know? And that's the insane thing about it. And we're saying that we're going to go to the World Cup and shock Mexico, which is like, I don't get where we get these ideas from. Even calling ourselves favorites for the AFCON, I was so confused as where we're getting all this confidence from, genuinely. Because nothing spawns out of nowhere. The work still needs to be done. There's a lot yes, we're on the right track. We're doing something correctly and it's showing. But there's still work that needs to be done. The thing that other countries are doing, they know that they don't have good developmental structures internally, so they're shipping off their players very young, even if it's like to the lower European leagues, and those players know that they need to make money where they are. They need to make a livelihood, and they're taking in everything they need to take in. And we have the pride to say, no, our players don't have to go because the offers aren't good and this and that and the third. But at the same time, you can't say that and then have a league that isn't at the same level of quality and developmental quality as what you will find in the top 5 European leagues, which are where some of these other African countries' players end up in. Or maybe let's say even top 10.
I just want to push back quickly for time, just for in the sense of our national team. But surely those things shouldn't exist at national team level. I mean, at national team level, isn't it meant to be the best of the best of the best of the best?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm. You're seeing our best of the best right here from the pool of selection that I can't even blame Bruce, because now we're saying Lodge, we're saying this, we're saying that, we're saying that. But if we're being very honest, this is probably the best crop of players that we currently have. Even I'm asking myself, how is Sithole the best number 6 that we have in the country at the moment? It can't be. Like, it doesn't sound right to me. He doesn't look like a guy who can fit in like a top 5 league. He doesn't. So that's my whole thing. Is that we aren't producing that good of quality at an international level in most positions. Maybe in 1 or 2 positions, maybe 3 guys are looking pretty decent. But as a squad, we don't have quality in every single position, which we should have.
For time, I'm gonna just have to jump in there, Andile. I feel like I'm writing these things down because I feel like these are normal show episode topics, because obviously this show is not just watchalogs. It's also a show that I know has been taking, but 8 o'clock Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays is when we have our big discussions. Let me go to Soweto Gent. Soweto Gent, Zim just hit the post. 63 minutes in. How do we feel about this game right now?
Uthi lo mashwanise uyingozi. Mashwanise, this guy is so good, man. I don't think Uchirewa is that good even. Or maybe it's just this game, but hey, he's showing us flames today, this guy. Kunzima. Even le goal lethu mekuyichayisa, yabo mistake ya Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
When we're trying to face them head on, the three-man press OT. Inzima kakhulu. The way it defender ngakhona Zimbabwe. I mean, I thought after we scored, they were going to open up the game and try to get a goal as well and commit as much players as they can. But no, they're still sitting, they're still comfortable, and they believe they can get a goal with the counter. And I think that's dangerous.
But it's open now. It's open. Wouldn't you say it's a little bit open at the back?
No, OT. The way they're pressing these guys, what opportunities did we get? Because they're going to Washington or Ruby. We're not getting clear chances. But sizobon. But when Amajita khuluma ngo Master Chef, I do agree that especially with two no mokwena, but Ali Kenya players solidala except Abomba.
But isn't there a problem? National team level as na player.
Well, must suggest nithi abadlali abo vilakazi abo shabalala, those are the players that are supposed to be on the bench. But sothini asazi masibheka le bench ekhona, I think mina Umbule is the best pick for today. But the only thing I think ukuthi nje bamnikeze something, man, bampromise something, at least 20k nyana ukuthi mawunga perform so pa 20k, yabona akhona ukuvuka emacandeni because ulele yena, ngiyambona ukuthi ulele, kodwa still nje alikhe linye player mina I think who is better than Umbule kulesa squad njengamanje. So yeah, into esinayo. Otherwise nje kumele sibele abomshishi, yabona aboloche sibakhalelayo, yiwo ama player angasinceda manje, yabo, because we've seen uloche adlalela le team le yes during the Club World Cup, yabo, he was doing exceptional there. And I agree ukuthi nje it wasn't fair ukuthi bangamconsideri, and then also player naming lapha ukuthi Lodge this and that, it wasn't good. It doesn't look good.
Okay. No, for time I'm gonna jump in. Speaking of MasterChef, he took a shot there that was saved by Washington Arubi. I believe there's still spaces. There's spaces that are opening up there with Zim. That's why you're seeing MasterChef getting back onto the ball. Obviously, it comes as when a team is trying to get the 2-1. Also up top, Bon is in. So you're going to see that the counter change from an overload of players to becoming a counter of 3, right? Bon is very good at holding up the ball. Chirewa is a good player running in support. So they're going to look for those counters where you're going to see the two of them. You saw for the chance that they got that hit the post, Upon held the defender, played the ball in, then there was the shot that was taken. So we're going to see more of those things as we go along. Letabo, 67 minutes in, 2-1. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, thanks for the opportunity. Can we avoid speaking about players who are not here? They're not here. Yeah. They're not going to change anything for us. We have 27 guys in the team. 24 are there, 3 are at home. If you want to speak about anybody else, speak of the 3 that are here at home. Renas, Mdu, and Moloisan. Those are the players in the team. Nobody else can influence this tournament. Those are the guys. Yeah, but coming to the game, OT, just to speak quickly on the chance that we conceded when Zim hit the post there. That isn't Gazana's fault. Very simple thing. Obas is going out to deal with the ball. He then rushes to leave his position to go and fill the right back position where Kuliso has gone up. Right?
Yeah.
He then leaves himself exposed. The ball gets played right where he's standing. He gets a second chance to clear the ball, and he fails to do so. So I think the relationships in the team are just not there. Like, I don't get why CBC is not playing for me personally, I think CBC should be the guy there with Mudiba, and then I would then play him with Mbogazi because they play together at the same team. It makes sense, This.
Do you think that club chemistry at times can override good players? So, for example, I saw people just mentioning people like Dlamini and guys like that. Do you think that bringing in a chemistry of a team might override some players being better than others?
I think so, because I think it's not necessarily about how good a player is individually. It's about how good he works in a certain system or with a certain group of players. And I think CBC may work better with him simply because they probably play together, And I get this argument on Gezana's height, but surely CBC has enough experience to get us through there. We're talking about a guy who was in the Champions League semi-final last season. They know what they're doing. Yes, maybe he wasn't the main guy, but he was involved, right? Secondly, in the midfield, I think Obas and Mokwena should be a way forward, simply because they play together. But you know that with Obas, you're going to have a lot of loose balls, a lot of tackles. But I think that would be what's better. It will give us much more stability, and they'll be able to play with the wingers a little bit. And then I think I'd like to see Chandra Campbell. I think the two, Nkota has been given a chance, hasn't made the most of it. Moremi, as much as he's now created a goal, he's very busy, but doesn't contribute too much. I get today he scored, but nothing comes off of his attacks a lot. That's something I'm noticing as well. And I think we know how we got to the semifinals last time. We defended very deep. And we played for the result. And I think we need to do that again today. Right now, I would take off Mbule and bring on talent. Play for the result. Let's forget, because as much as I want us to play exciting football and building it up, I don't think that this group can do it. Personally, because I don't think we have enough relationships on the pitch. Like for right now, I see Vale. Take our 3 points and go home. Let's defend. I think just keep it simple. Look, it's what's best for us right now. I would honestly right now I would bring on Chandra Campbell, and I would also bring on Mbata and just close this thing.
For time over the champion, shut the back door. Kwalami mati meta kena. Ow, Mahopaldinho, Mahopaldowski. Vander Mahopa is making it onto the pitch. Let me go to Des. Des, which idea are you using today, Des? Now put your business on the streets.
Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you in the name of Robert Mugabe. Overthinking. No, it's going down, my brother. It's going down. My bed sleep is finished. My pride is finished. Yeah. I'm fine. I was talking shit the whole week. I was on a call with Mac. I'm like, Mac, if Zim wins, can we get a raise?
So now you've taken away my raise too.
But brother, I can see we're all in this together. You know what I think? Guys, if we draw, can we just open the border at this point? Let's make Venda an extension of Zim. You know, no, I'm going through it, my brother. I'm going through it. OT, the lights are even off. My shoes, my socks are off. It's hot.
Look, your guy scored.
Wait.
I think he might be offside.
That's why I kept quiet. Because you don't know here.
This is the last time. This is the last time I let you in, because when I let you in, now all of a sudden, your team scores. Your team.
No, amen, hallelujah. No, OT, keep doing your thing. Well done, bro. Let me cash out. Yo.
You're gonna go celebrate Tamaya. It's fine. Oh, agent, I care.
You know, when I'm just coming in and saying, if Zimbabwe scores the second goal, we are losing, because gods of football don't like such kind of things. They just don't like such kind of things. You know, I
care. That's not too. But it's offside. Is it off? Please tell me it's off.
Oh, okay, that's the offside. Okay, cool.
Yeah, please tell me it's off, please.
Okay, but Mr. OT, I wanted to come here. You see, now my train of thought has left me, because no. But all right.
No, it's 2-2. It's 2-2. It's not offside. Angel, can I throw you a question?
Yeah, maybe that will help, because I don't know, but my thoughts have left me now. Yeah.
Where do you sit on this conversation we're having about the way that we play? That with South Africans, it's a very open game where we are asking our players to come up with things. Whereas if you look at these teams, there's a direction. The moment they get the ball, they know exactly where they're going, right? Where do you sit on that conversation?
Is it offside or is it onside?
No, it's a goal. It's a goal. It's 2-2.
It has been given.
It's 2-2. Yeah, the game is on. The game is playing.
Okay. Okay, continue. Yeah,
where do you sit on that? Oh, my agent. O tshware ke stress jaanong. O tshware ke stress. Hey, no, okay. I'm asking. Where do you sit on the conversation?
Go to Thailand, California first. Let me gather my thoughts.
Hey, stress. Okay, let me go to Tyler. Tyler, agent, too stressed. Tyler, welcome. What do you think of this game?
Yeah, no. Good football all around. But I blame Hugo Bruce, man. Hugo Bruce is the problem why we are where we are today. He must just admit it. Uti got it wrong. From the get-go, Uti. No, Uti got it wrong. The selection was wrong. I knew it from the selections. Uti, no, this Madala. We won't make it. And then he talks about winning this thing, and then he makes a turnaround, because you can see our Senegal are playing their best football ever now. You know, there's no way this team can take this thing. Absolutely no way, OT. There's no way Bafana Bafana can take AFCON with this current squad.
Yeah.
So many. Someone talks about relationships here. Football is a game of relationships, Baba. How did you win the bronze medal? Because they were relationship players that understand one another.
Okay.
And these guys don't understand one another. The Mbokazi and Lenduka Ngezane. That's what the problem is. Sitole and Lenduka and Debza. That's where the problem is. Guys.
Mara, okay. Mara, isn't that also a cop-out? Because, I mean, we watched Ivory Coast win with a squad that's put together from different places. We watched Nigeria get to a final with a squad that's different players. They don't even play on the same continent. Egypt is leading our group right now. I know Ahly, yes, but Mo Salah, Mamouche, and those guys don't play. Are we just making excuses at this point?
OT, we play Tina as a team. Those guys, they've got quality. Look at what happened. Yo. Hi. Those guys, OT, they've got quality. Tina, we play as a team, right? Even that's how we won in bronze medal. We played as a team. We understand each other, and our football requires us to have that telepathy. The 1-2 go, 1-2 we go. We play in spaces. That kind of football requires, and we build from the back. It starts from the back. That understanding. You've got Abo Cupido and Abo Kekana that played in the Club World Cup, excellently so, and they've been doing very well for Sundowns. Why are you not taking that back four as it is? That back five, including Williams as it is, put it in. Then you know you are halfway there in winning your AFCON. Because titles are won through it defending, OT. Defending is the key to win you. It will win you trophies. Then you can depend again about a police going forward. You already have a solid squad going up. But the defense and the midfield, that's where the problem is. Look now between Debza and Obas. They understand each other. Now there is strength in that midfield. As opposed to the last time when Ulenduga was there. Guys. Yo, this is bad football, man.
Hey,
bad
football. What is VAR saying? Is VAR still checking? Possible handball penalty. Possible. Yeah, well, they did his hand. That's a penalty.
That's not a handball, man.
That's a penalty. Ref is going to go check. But for time...
that's a penalty.
Yeah, that's a penalty. For time. But
who's going to take that penalty?
Machobatowski. Let me go for time. Let me bring in Klalefang. Klalefang, while we look at this penalty, welcome, my brother. What are we saying about this game? Yeah, that's a handball. That's a hand unnecessary.
Divine Lunga.
What is even
something?
What is even doing?
And he came alive. And this is how we're going to play.
It's given.
No, it's a penalty. What are you doing there? Diving like a jumping in the swimming pool? How?
No, keep penalty, no matter what. Keep penalty, no matter what.
Racha is a man, but it's fine.
So here's the thing, when mokwena, bro, I think we just suck, bro. To be quite honest. Rumakaka right now. Our midfield, I don't even know who's supposed to be doing what. That's one thing I'm already worried about. Is Debs supposed to be the one that's holding? Is Sitola supposed to be the one that's holding? Don't know what's going on. We're all over the show.
Yeah.
Mara,
wait.
Let's just chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump. Wait, I'm gonna pause you just there.
Yeah, let's chill. That one.
Whether your sentiments might change. Here comes Apolis. Apolis stepping up to take the penalty. 81st minute. There was a need. 2 mistakes from Zim, if we're being honest.
Literally.
Okay, so here comes Apolis stepping up to take the penalty. Zang. Let's see. He steps up and he slots it away. 3-2. Hey, all sins. We're playing amazing, Khalifat.
Makaka. Because what is this?
Where is Khalifat? Okay, so do you think it's a sustainable thing that we're doing here? Because, like I said, everybody's going to say that, Bafana Bafana. I think we have memories of Bafana Hatswani because I don't think Bafana. Anyway, we don't have the same memories. This game is going to go down as a great game for Bafana. Do you think that this is sustainable? Do you think that this is something we can do at the top? Do you think that things must change? Where do you sit with this, Bafana?
So it's something that you've always echoed for the longest time. Something you've echoed, Cup Pirates, right? Is that there is no plan There is no, when we get into the game, this is what we are going to do for us to score a goal. Ha e yo riding. Ka re kopantshitse batho. Are guys, one of you needs to answer something. And then maihlangane phambili. We're hoping that Apollos does something, Moremi does something somewhere, somehow. Right? Our midfield. I want to tell list leaya. Who's doing what there? Because at some point, we had a deep ball. Also, no authoring 6. I get sure. Even the goal we conceded, you see how far the midfield was from that situation. What's happening here? So that's an issue. Then going forward, who's going to...
Oh, Zim again. Almost.
So I understand. Harina plan, recipe mistake. Against Morocco, against Cote d'Ivoire, against Senegal. What are we going to do? Because
is it a national team? Is it a national team problem, or is it a South African football problem?
Someone spoke about relationships, right? I can't remember no. Yes, too much Sundowns players, Sundowns fail. But in these types of situations, you need as much chemistry as possible in tournament football. So you understand each other. Whether it's a football problem or it's a South African problem, that is a difficult question to answer. But I think we have too many individual parts when the time comes, without having enough time for them to bed in and actually understand to cook something. Because right now we just look disjointed. Like we just look disjointed. And this thing, this is luck.
No, I'm not saying anything.
There's no ways.
Okay. You guys are going to be negative until we win this AFCON.
Yes. Yes.
Mara, for time. Agent, we've got 5 minutes here. It's 3-2. Penene was given. Ruby gave us a goal. Yes.
The market is saving. It's a lot.
Here, guys.
And this is what I always say, that Williams, just jump. One day when you jump, you will get something. Just jump. Just jump. Just jump.
Agent. What is this? What is this?
Makaka,
this thing, my brother.
But Agent, what's the verdict on this game, though?
No, before I go to the game, I don't like Chirewa, hey? I don't like him.
Really?
I don't like him. No. Like I said, he reminds me of Bertrand Traore. He plays like he doesn't want to. It's like when Bissaka defending. No, man, no. What's the man? This guy, what's the man? Like,
George, and take this thing. Like,
time.
I can't believe what the far. Because what's going to happen?
In concluding,
Agent Ken.
I think at halftime I said, I think we'll win 2-1. Not because we are great, but because Zimbabwe is poor. And we got gifted 2 goals. Gifts. Thank you. Presents. And again, it's going to be washed up in history, and it will be seen as a great win.
Imagine.
For me, it depends what happens next round. If we win next round, it's forgotten. But if you lose, we would say this was the beginning of the end for us. Poor performance. And OT, there's a thing that we always talk about, that in African football, you'll always have luck. If you take it out, this is not the one that I'm talking about. This is not it.
He who makes the least mistakes wins the game in Africa.
Yeah. But disappointing performance. But I'll take the 3 points. I'll take going to face Cameroon or Ivory Coast. Then we'll see when we get there. But disappointing performance, one must add. Thank you.
You know what? Now, what's funny? No, thank you, Agent. What's funny about this game is also what people are saying in the comments. Like, people are saying that where are the Foster haters, right? And it's like, guys, Ukorile header, goalkeeper didn't come out. So then now I'm like, does that absolve him? Are we saying that evidence couldn't do that? So now these conversations become funny. And like I said,
Can I say this? Sorry, Mr. T. But the thing is, when we're saying the problem with Foster, and maybe I'll speak for you and me, because I know we share the same sentiments about Foster. It's not that he's a poor player, it's just that you're not giving him a supply.
Yeah.
One thing me and you agree upon is he's a clinical finisher than Makopa.
Yeah.
You give him a chance, you will finish it. But does he suit the system? Is he effective in the system? No. That's the main gripe here, but yeah, I think Mr. OTI.
Okay. Let me go to Patrick. Patrick, welcome.
Hey, how's it, guys?
Roller coaster of the game. What do you think about this game?
But we seriously need to talk about Modiba, man.
Yeah.
And our Modiba does not check back, and it's becoming a problem now. It's becoming a problem now. He forgets where he plays. I don't know whether he wants to switch positions with the police, but he forgets himself and he does not track back. And he loses a lot of balls in critical areas. So I think the coach needs to have a talk with him. Also, our two central pairing in the middle field, the amount of back passes that I saw, I think I counted 14 back passes in a non-pressure zones where they were not even pressured, where they can just look forward and look for a pass, but they will just decide to go back. And then that allowed Zimbabwe to press, and then Modiba is not there now. If they win the ball, now they are always on the right, on the Zimbabwe's right side. They are always free to attack us because our two sixes are playing backwards by playing backwards, and they're putting our defense under pressure. I think we need to stop. We need to talk about that, man. Modiba is a problem now, and this thing of Hugo Bros playing sixes that are not even effective in defense, it's not helping. I'd rather go down and swinging. I'd rather Liverpool this thing, win or lose. I'd rather play like Liverpool. You're gonna get two results.
What do you say to the people that say but he's winning?
This is luck. This is not win. Zimbabwe practically handed us 2 goals. They practically handed us 2 goals. Otherwise, we were not going to score. Because now, even when we have the ball and we are not under pressure, we are playing backwards. And Williams also, the one thing that I observed with Williams, he was trying to play the Mahopa ball in the previous AFCON, but he forgot that was Foster there. He was trying to play that route one football where Mahopa will just flick it to the next player, and he forgot that Foster is still in the 18-yard. He's not even back. So we lost a lot of balls because of distribution Williams today. But anyway, sorting. I will take the 3 points, but I don't see us beating any other. The Western African teams will show us flames. Will show us. We're still struggling even defending the crosses and the set pieces. So God knows. God is there.
God knows. We've got 5 more minutes left of this game. Let me bring in Sentabo. 3-2. Are you happy? Are you critical? Are you sad? What are you feeling about this game?
Hey, George. Unjani uthi mfethu?
That's how I am.
Hey, OT, how about BAFANA BAFANA and they are not free? I breathe heavily. OT, simple analysis for me. I hear people are bashing our defense and our midfield, the double pivot. We cannot bash them. Simply because you have wings that have to carry the ball out. We have number 10 that was not functioning at all, and the striker that was stationary most of the time. So the impact players, they were not impactful at all. So what do you do in instances whereby as a defense, you always get the ball, you play it from the back, and every time it has to progress, it's coming back to you, and it's coming back with fast offensive players from the opposition. You understand? We are under pressure. So today, one thing I love, Mfethu, Williams showed the people why is he Williams. It's unfortunate with the goal ya Kamdiba. It's very unfortunate. And number two, I hear now Mudiba as well is the case. If you realize where we lost that goal, we lost it because of laziness yaga Moremi. Moremi did not want to commit. Now, from there on, it was -1, Simfit. Zim did 3 touches to counter and make sure that they were in the box, and they were very offensive. You understand? As for us, you go, you check Mbule. Mbule was long dead. If I was the coach, I put in Urele in order not to be strict number 10, but to move around, give us spaces, let there be movement in the midfield, because of Mbule was so dead that it was as if we are the ones who have the red card. It was as if Corona Egypt today, and yet he was there. In instances where you see Mbule holding the ball, Aisha Kanyana, Zimbabwe committed fouls. So it exposed him that, they are lazy. Mremi, I don't know, are you now afraid of Ulunga or what? You did well, you scored, but after that, you gave us little, especially second half. Police Naye, he disappeared. Foster, he's the same story all the time. So the 4 guys failed us. You understand? So me, if it was me, on the right, I was going to replace with Campbell, with Chandre. On the left, Mfethu, I don't know, maybe you could have brought in Mokwena, because Mokwena has the pace to go up and to go back and help Mudiba. And then Mfethu Mwena for Umbule, take him out, put Urile, and tell Urile one thing. Mfana, this is your time to prove yourself, and I'm giving you this. If you don't show me what are you made of, unfortunately, I cannot trust you for the knockout. Put that pressure on him. Let him prove himself, because we will continue to bash you as a coach if you don't give us what we think it will work, because we can see Natiguti. Master Chef is not cooking. In fact, concerning Master Chef. Okay. So we have to be honest here. Nane Kitswile Ngezana, but Ngezana has proved me wrong in this game. Other games, I'm not gonna comment. In this game, in fact, Askis, for the last one, it's so embarrassing to even see Mbokazi progressing from the back after Bolo Betepal, progressing from the back. Abalo ya kwa ibe striker. Munabung Bule were disappointed. Ba handle black labeling OT.
What time is this time? Guys, we're coming to the last 2 minutes. Zim had some pressure at some point. Zim hit the post at some point. And I never want to hear anybody speak about the dark arts again, because we were all clapping when Ronwen laid down there a little bit. I don't want to hear anything about dark arts. I don't want to hear anything about wasting time, because when your guy is doing it, but you want to fight other people when they do it for their team. So please, I don't want to hear anything about that, guys. He who makes the least mistakes wins the game. Zim gave us this game. Let's be honest, guys. Zim gave, Litabo, experience, whatever you want to call it. Now I've always said, do whatever you want to do. If we get to that time, lie down, keeper, waste the time. I can see people are fighting about El Shanawi. People are fighting about El Shanawi, go Egypt. I don't want to hear it. This is what you need to do when you're here. I'm happy, me. Anyway, interesting game. I think, again, it becomes a game that was won because of mistakes, and it becomes a game that you win because you're the bigger team. That's all that matters sometimes in these games, that, guys, you have to have experience enough. These things happen all the time. We've seen it with Bo Al Ahly. We've seen it with Bo Egypt. We've seen it with Bo. Egypt did this to us. Essentially, Egypt did this to us. So we are the bigger team in this sense. Not that we played well. I think Zim did very well in the second half when they put in Bon, they put in Chirewa. They were playing like I said in the preview, like I said when we started this game, they're going to end this with 3 up top. Bon is going to bully your defender, win the first ball, then somebody's going to follow up and try and finish those balls. I think Zim a little bit unlucky. Like I said, they've hit the post, they've done all of this stuff. It did open up this game, but I think it opened up because of Zim mistakes. Back to the thing that I was always saying, guys, Foster finishes it. I think Mahopa finishes that, lest we forget what he does at Pirates, what he did sometimes at Pirates with balls that are coming in and killing the keeper. Lest we forget, it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. I'll fight that one all day, that one. But in any case, a win is a win is a win. 3 points in the bag. We've gone through to the next round. We're going to do this again. End of the day, all that matters is that you finish the job. So I'm happy. Not too happy with the play. Not too happy with South Africa. I think Zimbabwe also lost some of their focus, some of their discipline. But yeah, a win is a win is a win. And what Hugo Bruce has been doing is doing this, man.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired.
Mudimu uentse metsi inwa metsi utakula pelo etatutumela utakula.
Everybody was tatazeling.
Guys, nguyile like bengikhumbulile like I want to say rock cause being heard but I'm back.
Sorry man, Mazimba.
What shall we do?
Okay, guys. I'm not stay long, so I'm gonna let the members come in. The members can just end this off for me. My review in full will be out in about an hour's time. You'll have my full review and my thoughts. So yeah, let me go to Pastor John Stereophonic. Man. Prophesy.
Hey, landlord. It was a busy day. My body was tired, but then I saw 1-0 when I got into the house. When I opened the screen, it's 1-1. Then I realized, the economy is critical but stable. But yeah, the landlord, Putewe Ratarang, Le Panele. No, I'm worried, man. Yeah, I'm worried.
2 wins in the group.
Hey, 2 wins. You see, we're going to end up having a Nkululeko in junior moment. And hey, better Sabulela. Yo, yeah, no, man. These are mistakes you don't make in a tournament like this. So if you're gonna make mistakes like this in the knockout stage, then we might as well just we'll even start thinking about what's gonna happen in June. I'm worried, man. I am worried. Man. The only positive I can take, my landlord, is that we can score, Batron. We can score. We can make our luck. That's a positive I can take from this game, Shem. We can make our luck. I don't want to talk about other things because they'll start mentioning things Tagamurai, and I don't want to talk about things Tagamurai because we're in AFCON. Because we start talking about things about home. You see,
Yeah.
I'm a football fan first. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we're critical but stable. That's all I can say. The economy is critical but stable. Maybe 12 rand to the dollar.
For time, let me bring it. Malume Kutso. 3-2. 3 points in the bag.
I never obvious, you know. I never obvious.
No, sorry, my like a matzo.
Nizana, so with the fans, La Baba Vumbuga out of nowhere have sucked the life out of Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
Yeah, the negativity, Lambo coach, La Baba Petama, FIFA Pro, La online. laba abaphethe yonke into abazi ukudlula ama-AFCON winners have sucked the life out of Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
Abolochu abana-Club World Cup mara muthapeka ukuthi kwenzakale nge-Club World Cup baphume group stage bonke labantu abayi-Club World Cup baphume group stage. Abakazi bawine AFCON mara shelwa nge-experience. Abanye abakhona abakazi badlala ama-semifinal e-AFCON mara shelwa nge-experience. Yila ma-coach lawana ama-PhD la online. Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's so. I'm not saying PhD.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's just a coincidence. You understand? Abantu bazikakhulu la bazokutshela ngoLyle Foster no Reyners. Lyle Foster has a 45% ratio games king goes to games.
Yeah.
Ngizotshela ngeplayer ele 30% ukuthi yilo eli better than Lyle Foster. Lyle Foster mavula kuvaliwe. Mara niyafika la nishela the way umuntu una 10 goals already ku national team nishela ngomuntu someone who has something like 4 goals ukuthi bekumele kuze yena.
Yeah.
Umuntu una 4 goals nyana ku national team nishela ukuthi bekumele aze for lona 10 goals. Hayi man animeni kancane man. You are killing these boys.
Mara that's unfair. No. That's unfair. Don't make it about the other players because you're doing what you saying people are doing.
Ngiyakhuluma medliwa ngithi siwinile chance yethu ukuthi
no. I'm saying don't make it about other players because you're doing what they're doing. So rather say Lyle Foster Kista than to say that let's say Mahopa or Reyners wouldn't do this because then they're gonna say begangekho umuntu akho safika ku bronze. Now it becomes
it's fine. La wonke labo bangekho mesifika ku bronze anyway, so they can't even claim them. So le OT iyankwatisa because they're sucking the life out of these boys.
Yeah.
Noma bangathi hypocrisy, we must be fair to these boys ukuthi labafana laba Mr. OT they need our support. Hayi uthi lokho siya coacha hey sizekutshela nento esingakaze siyibone umuntu ukuthi from today funeka i442 omunye ukuthi from today ucoach angazi bekaqabangeni afaka ukuziphombule ngazuthi uke wadli Egypt 5-0 yini antsapotela abafana. The boys need you.
Yeah.
But need with the coach. They need you to support them. And I keep saying these boys are online. You will see evidence will be online today. And you will see Chandra will be online. These boys, they are online, Mr. OT. So, yonke into siyishoyo la iyafika. Yonke ukuthi ulasho udlale nini bafana. Yazini. So iqeda Mr. OT.
Okay.
So iqede finally. Thank you. Ungizwile?
Ikuzwile finally.
So iqede finally.
Okay. Guys, it's not allowed to you see. No, I'm reading comment. You see.
Yabona bazofaka le out le yenye e-negative.
Kimemba, malume don't do that.
Oranna ke negative na udukhutso oranna.
Ke wena Kumo.
For time. Come on, what are you seeing here? Hey, Mara, you guys.
Like I come nene ke happy like ke lantla ke bona game like is so exciting bana witsi. Like I get one me to hore o beang Bruce like why like ka lema mutsu o beang. Yeah, no re bone maremanyana uthi you tsekeng khopalo at sa nthongwe ka pele nna ke naka closure. So santse re di mala for mo khopa ke nthone ke khomu re ska bolela oh ra irumbule na iri dio tsa nnete wa tlhaloganya. So
ke khomu
thata
ke mang o korile versus Morocco first goal last tournament.
Mara la itse bolela ka bo mane
mang o korile. That's why ke rati twena.
What are ska foranang ne mara you know what I'll take what Khutso said hore santere support the dikhumu rena tsara dirata di re dlalla ne mara in the same breath le rena re define wa tlhalohanya as much as we are favorites tse dintse we can't sit around and pretend or Brook like pick the best squad. I pick mo. We can get more people. But also in the same breath, he's our most successful coach since 96 again. Mara, we are allowed to have the conversations, football, and to prove fellow we are football fans. We are allowed to have opinions. Now, well, in Bawina Mole, Nevarasa, Pirate, what, no so robots like the Club World Cup. Pretty di male, na pala ke joining Botswana. Awa, atlepila khutso banonye. E kana ka Club World Cup le AFCON. Marar nang honesty. Like once we speak, bar naratswenya. No, war naratswenya. Wan tlhalohanya. Ar nang honest wa khutso e tla pila braya ka wa bona. So yeah, mara coach mara guys give me le monata wa khonagala kornele end to end ili freeling. Khutso akwera back and forth flow no tlankela go WhatsApp.
Time guys, time.
Sharp.
Look, now I will say the thing that I've always said about African football. The one who makes the least mistakes wins the games. Zim made 2 very crucial mistakes. We made, one might say, a very crucial mistake in the game that we played versus Egypt. Whoever makes the least mistakes wins. And I think what this game maybe showed us again was that maybe there's a fighting spirit that will continue on in this Bafana Bafana team. But when we speak about the game, we can't lie and say it was a good game on the part of Bafana Bafana. We have to be honest and speak about it, whether giddy online coaches or whatever. I think it's one of those things where you have to sit back and go, it wasn't that good of a game. But again, African football is not about having good games. It's about coming out with the result. No, I didn't expect 5 goals. I expected one of 2 things to happen, even if you watch my review. Number one, I expected Zim to be a lot more pragmatic in the way that they came into this game, that they were going to sit back a lot. And they only really did that after they conceded, after they scored their goal to make it 1-1. Then they started frustrating Bafana Bafana. But I did say also that this Zim team is counter-attacking. So Bafana Bafana is going to have a lot of spaces that they don't normally have from other games, right? So that's why I'm sitting here and I'm saying that it's not surprising that it ended 2-3, that 5 goals were scored. It's just surprising in that the way that the goals came about and the way that we played. I spoke about, you can speak about all of the chances that we got, but you have to speak about the saves that Rodon had to make. King Zimbabwe hit the post. Hey, these things were wishy-wishy for a very long time. But Bafana Bafana gets the win, guys. If you have not followed, please follow. I think Agent is going to be live now, so we're going to continue on that side, Agent 007 SA. If you want my thoughts, I'm going to have them out in an hour on YouTube in full, so you'll know what I'm thinking. Please, guys, support. If it's your first time here, please follow if you have not followed. And then what's going to happen is that the normal show is on every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. And then, of course, if Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, Bafana Bafana, Banyana are in action, we will be here as well watching those games. As it stands, Bafana and Egypt have qualified directly into the knockouts. So, job well done. Bye, guys. Thank you for the gifts and thank you for the likes. Actually, before I go,